Hi, my name is Chef Selecta. We're here at the Sarasota campus of Keiser University, the Center for Culinary Arts. We're making pasta today from scratch. So what you need to make pasta is eggs. We're going to do a 1 egg recipe today. You also need olive oil, as well as a little bit of salt. 2 kinds of flour. We have semolina flour and we have all-purpose flour, and also a little bit of water. So what I've done is already with my flours measured out a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. And I've also measured out a 1/4 cup of semolina flour. That's that yellow flour you see that gives it the yellow color in Italian pastas. My liquid ingredients is 1 egg mixed together with a teaspoon of olive oil and a teaspoon of water. And what we're going to do is put the liquid ingredients into what we call a well with our dry flour ingredients. We're going to start real slow because we don't want to break the well. We want the ingredients to incorporate, and this is going to be what our dough turns into. And we are all going to practice this today. You want to go nice and slow so you don't break the well. If you have to restructure it, then that's what you have to do until it gets nice and thick. Let a little bit at a time flow in. Now the semolina flour, that yellow flour we put in, that's what's going to give our pasta its strength. And you see it a lot in your Italian pastas because it also gives it that yellow color. So you can tell if it has the semolina flour in it. Anybody remember what the semolina flour is made out of? What it comes from?
Cornmeal?
Not cornmeal. Which wheat berry it comes from? Why it's a little bit stronger and gives it its strength? The Durham wheat berry, right? So we have more like a paste now, so we can go a little bit faster because it's not going to flow out on us. We can start collapsing the walls a lot faster as well. This is not going to escape and fall off the table now. What we're going to do, once it gets really, really pasty, is we're going to knead it. When we knead, we're not going to break all our fingers off by kneading with our fingers. We're actually going to use the palm of our hand to knead it. So we take it, we can break all the walls down because it's nice and thick now. And start incorporating. This recipe will yield about a 1/2 pound of dough, which is plenty for us to eat. In our second video that we're going to have, we're going to show you how to flatten it and make it into, we're going to make fettuccine today. Alright, so now I have a nice dough, and all I have to do is knead it together because it's still kind of real soft. So I'm using the palm of my hand, and I'm going to fold it over, use that palm of your hand until all the rest of the flour gets incorporated. We don't want it to be too sticky and wet because we're going to hand roll it today. So it will stick in our hand rolling pasta machine if it's too sticky. But if it's too dry, it's going to crack and break. So what we want to do is make sure it's a perfect in the middle. Almost there. Now the more you work your pasta, the tougher it's going to be. So what we're going to do when it's finished is we're actually going to let it rest for an hour. So when we come back, will be about an hour later. We're going to let it rest, we're going to roll it out, and we'll cook it, and we'll show you the final bit. Last bit. All that flour has been incorporated, and we have a nice pasta dough ball. Join us for our next episode where we roll out the pasta. Thank you.